So on this sheep farm, there was a bit of a foot rot problem in the shed last year. So we're here swabbing now. Gareth swabbing, I'm filming. So at the start of the season here, there's a good depth of between the base of the straw and the bowl, but of course as more bedding gets put in, these bowls will get closer to the floor. So even though the water's cold, I'm putting my hand in, there's no slime, there's no biofilm. Excellent. Yeah.
Still swabbing this now then?
Yeah, the sheep muck in this bucket. Not good. Right, so we're swabbing. Because of that sheep muck in the bucket, we're swabbing the ewes' faces just to see how much of a biofilm's growing on her face, because that firstborn lamb looking for a teat, this one's going to be giving it a lot of fuss. That newborn lamb, if it licks the mother's face, then there's a high chance any E. coli growing on her face is going to get into the lamb's stomach. The results are in and the water is fantastic, as is the air quality in the shed. There's no bad bacteria growing on the wall, so that's really good. The bucket swab isn't as bad as what we first feared, although the farmer has decided to apply minerals through a powder form on his silage to reduce the risk of getting a biofilm growing on the ewe's face. It's looking good so far. I spoke too soon. There isn't any sign of a bad biofilm on the ewe's mouth, but the bedding isn't as good as what we'd expect when we're using our products. There's something going on with the bedding. There's more E. coli in the bedding than what we'd expect, so we've got more work to do here to find the source of the problem. With sheep in the shed here, with the heat and condensation, if they've got wool, so these would have been shorn 2 days before Christmas. We're now in the second week of January, and we can see one here is unshorn, and that's because she wasn't quite didn't quite have enough body condition, so to keep her warm she hasn't been shorn. So this farm's doing everything to keep these fantastic sheep as healthy as possible. So we're testing the homegrown straw here, barley straw, just to see if there's any E. coli or streps or baddies in the straw before it goes into the sheep shed.
The cattle anyway.
Hop over there now.
Don't do any fall.
Very gently.
So this is bought in straw now. So there's cattle down below, and hot air will be coming up here, so whatever's in the cattle shed will be deposited onto this straw. If you can get right down in the middle of it, Gareth, to get a sample down there, but then we'll need a sample just on the surface as well, Gareth. I'll tell you what you could do. See those tyres there? Get a swab of those as well. That's going to tell us what's in the air from the cattle shed. The results are in, and we've found a major problem. The actual straw that's coming in and being used as bedding is full of really bad bacteria. We saw a lot of this last year, and lots of sick lambs, even high mortality on farms as a result of poor straw. When you get a wet summer, it can really affect the straw quality. So we'll just have to amend our dose rates and re-swab in a fortnight's time. The tyre swabs really confirm bad air quality coming from the cattle shed and contaminating the straw that's used later on in the season to bed the sheep. This is a problem. Easy to fix, but still a problem. We're back on a quad bike. We're heading out to look at some fields, and in particular look at soil quality.
Oh, that was after corn then. Oh, yeah, I picked it after, like, yeah, straight in after, like, didn't it?
And this had sheep shed muck with the Pruex bacteria in it before the barley went in. Did it have any before this grass went in? No. No. Happy days.
But in all fairness, there is evidence of root down that depth, so to
Yeah.
give an idea.
Yeah. None of the bacteria in the shed is actually wasted. So what the Pruex bacteria they're putting in the water and spraying on the bedding in the sheep shed is carried via the muck. It grows into the muck in the shed and then is carried out to the fields. That's a fantastic thing because it enables the plants to develop deeper roots. The plants use the bacteria to stimulate root growth. And then the plants can access better minerals and trace elements in the soil. Healthy soil, healthy plants, healthy animals.
But you can see there's root. Yeah. There's root down the depth of the spade, so that's pretty good in all fairness.
And the thing I'm really interested in is these root hairs.
Yeah, yeah.
So this field also had barley at the same time, but before the barley went in, that had cattle slurry that didn't have Pruex treatment at all. So we're just going to look at the roots here now. How good are you at finding stones, guy?
Well, I was just about to say this. I could hear it scrape one then, but it scraped past. You got a better soil up here, boy? Oh, yeah. It's probably wet down that field, but it was wet. But...
The interesting thing for me, Gary, we got a similar root depth, really. Well, that's the bottom piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't as much roots here, deep down, but even here now, half the depth of the spade, we haven't got the root hairs. Fantastic soil. This could really benefit from getting muck from the sheep shed as opposed to the cattle shed, because they use Pruex products in the sheep shed and they don't currently in the cattle shed. That's something for us to work on.